Okay, once again, welcome everyone. Thank you for coming to Commodore Stockton's parent meeting.
咁好啦，而家我哋會議開始吓，再次歡迎大家出席我哋今晚 Commodore Stockton 嘅家長會吓。
So the agenda for today, we're going to be talking about, we're going to have a welcome, talk about our school updates, and then it's the 2025-2026 enrollment. So next year's enrollment. And then I'm going to give you some updates on the resource alignment initiative, some upcoming events for our school, and then a question and answer time.
咁熒屏呢度咧就係我哋今晚開會嘅一啲議程啦。首先歡迎啦，咁然後我哋話俾大家聽學校有啲咩新嘅動態啦，咁然後會講2025、2026嘅新生報名啦，即係明年啦。咁跟住會講下我哋而家熱烈討論嘅呢個係我哋嘅資源整合呢一個計劃啦。跟住接落嚟我哋會有咩活動啊？咁然後留啲時間係問與答。
So first, I want to introduce myself. For those who may not know, my name is Miss Yu. I am the principal here at Commodore Stockton.
咁首先我先做自我介紹啦。如果你唔認識我嘅話，咁我就係 Commodore Stockton 嘅Miss Yu 啦，又係余校長啦。
So our school, this is Commodore Stockton. Our school, we have four preschool classrooms, one TK classroom, and then we have eight OST after school classrooms.
咁呢個圖片就係我哋 Commodore Stockton 嘅早期教育學校啦。咁我哋會有4個 PreK 啦，即係學前班啦，一個 TK，一個過渡幼稚園班啦，跟住有8個課後班嘅。
And I also oversee the Gene Parker OST program. And so over at Gene Parker, there are three after school classrooms.
咁另外咧，我都會係睇埋嗰個 Jim Parker 嗰個課後服嗰個課後班嘅。咁喺嗰度咧有3個課後班，即係 OST 班嘅。
Okay, so we're going to start with our school updates.
咁而家我哋接落嚟要講係我哋學校嘅新嘅動態啦。
I want to remind you that our school uses Seesaw. And so Seesaw is an app where you can see what's going on in the classroom. The teachers will post at least once a week photos or videos and example of your child's work. And so we encourage you to download Seesaw if you haven't already. Um,
咁我哋而家首先講咧，就係我哋學校係用思疏呢一個咁嘅程式嘅。咁每個班咧，每個學生都有個思疏。咁老師大概一個禮拜咧，就會將呢個學生、你個學生嘅功課啊，譬如一啲相片啊、視頻啊，擺喺上邊嘅。咁所以我哋建議大家咧都去下載呢一個咁嘅 APP 啦，即係呢個程式啦。嗯哼。
And so the good thing about Seesaw is that it automatically translates. So, depending if you read Chinese or Spanish or another language, it automatically translates for you. And we also encourage the parents, all the parents or even grandparents to download it because more than one person can be connected to your child. And so we encourage everyone to download it and then also allow the notification. So when the teachers post something or if I have a message, you'll get a notification on your phone and you'll know when something new is on Seesaw.
咁我哋建議每個人都去下載啦，因為下載咗好似家長啊、公公婆婆、爺爺嫲嫲都可以下載埋嘅，咁可以唔係淨係家長可以知道嗰個小朋友嗰個情況啦，同埋咧所有嗰啲信息出嚟咧，全部都自動翻譯㗎啦，無論係西班牙文又好、中文又好，就自動翻譯出嚟就好方便嘅。咁譬如如果校長喺嗰度會發一啲咩通知嘅話咧，佢又自動又會通知你，係攞你嘅語言嚟通知你嘅，好方便嘅。
And so this is an example of what you can see. This is some classwork, there's photos and videos, and here's the message announcements.
嗱，而家呢個圖片啦，就係我哋而家喺課堂或者有時老師會係擺喺師梳入邊噶啦。咁左邊咧就係小朋友嘅作業啦，咁係展現出嚟俾你睇啦。咁右邊咧就係班啊或者學校同你溝通嘅一啲公告啊或者一啲信息噶。
And so I just want to let everyone know that we're still enrolling for preschool. And so the enrollment office is working hard on enrolling all our preschool students. So we're still enrolling, and we ask that you recommend any friends or family that have young children.
咁我哋而家咧就係仲係招生嘅，仲係希望收嗰個pre 即係 PreK 學前班嘅。咁如果你身邊知道邊啲屋企有啲小朋友要讀學前班咧，咁就歡迎你轉介佢哋嚟我哋學校。我哋而家仲喺度收緊生嘅。嗯哼。
We accept students as young as 2 years and 9 months, and then we do prefer them to be potty trained, but it's okay if they are not.
咁我哋收生咧就係2歲零9個月就可以嚟噶啦。咁而最好咧就係戒咗片啦。如果未戒片都唔緊要嘅。
And so, if you know of anyone that applied but they didn't hear back or they don't know, what is the status of their application, please let me know. You can text me. My phone number is right here. You can text me your friend, child's name and birth date, and I can follow up for them.
咁如果你介紹咗你有啲親朋好友啊嚟申請我哋學校，但係又唔知跟住接落嚟又係點咧咁樣，咁你可以話俾我聽，你咧就係熒屏上呢個號碼咧，你可以短信俾我，話俾我聽個細路仔嘅名同埋佢嘅出世日期，咁我可以去跟進。
And so, our school has been doing safety drills. I wanted to let you know in case when a child gets home, they might start talking about the safety drills.
咁我哋學校而家進行緊咧，就係一啲安全嘅演習嘅。咁你可能小朋友翻去咧會同你提起噶啦。
First, we do a fire drill every month. When we do the fire drill, the firefighters come to our school. They turn on the sirens. Everyone has to leave the building until the fire department says it's okay to go back in.
咁首先有嗰個叫做係火險嘅嗰個演練啦，咁就消防局嗰啲消防員咧就會嚟到學校啦，然後就開着嗰個警報器啦，咁我哋啲小朋友全部咧就要去撤離啦，撤離學校啦，咁直接消防員話可以安全翻去課室啦，咁佢哋就翻去啦。
So again, if you happen to be there when this happens, you have to leave too. Everyone has to leave the building when we do a fire drill.
即係當我哋演練嘅時候，咁啱你又喺學校嘅話咧，你要配合咧，就係同小朋友一齊離開、撤離呢個學校嘅嗰個場地嚇，每個人都一定要撤離嘅。
And then we also do earthquake drills. Actually, we just did one today, so you can ask your child about it. When we do earthquake drills, the children will learn how to drop, cover and hold. So they go under the table, they cover their head, and they hold on to the table.
咁同埋咧，就我哋又有一個演習，就係地震演習。咁啱今日咧，我哋都有做嘅，你可以翻去問下小朋友嘅。咁佢哋咧叫做咧就係跪落嚟，然後遮住自己嘅頭，然後揸住一樣嘢叫 drop, cover and hold 嘅。你問下佢哋就得㗎啦。
And then the last one we do is a lockdown drill. So when we do a lockdown drill, we'll put a sign outside to say we're doing a lockdown. That means no one can go into our school and no one can come out until the police say that it's safe. And so when we're doing a lockdown drill, or if there's a real lockdown, we can, even if you're outside the school, you ring the bell, we cannot let you in until the lockdown is over.
咁另外一個演習咧就係戒嚴演習啦，即係當呢個發生嘅時候咧，咁我哋會喺學校門口掛一張牌，就係 lockdown，即係戒嚴啦。咁咧嗰陣時咧就係唔可以外邊唔可以入嚟，入邊嘅人又唔可以出去嘅。就算你喺出邊，你猛到撳門鈴，我哋都唔可以俾你入嚟嘅。除非嗰個警察話哦，而家呢個戒嚴嗰個警告已經解除啦，可以入嚟。嗯哼。
Okay. Um, and then also another school update, our parent-teacher conferences is coming up. And so for TK, that's the week of November 18th. So November 18th to November 22nd. That means that for that whole week, there'll be an early dismissal, 1:30 p.m. dismissal for the whole week so that the teachers can do parent-teacher conferences. Unless you have an after-school program. If you have an after-school program, then our after-school staff will take care of them.
咁跟住仲要通知大家咧，就係 TK 咧，即係過渡幼稚園咧，佢哋喺11月份咧就有一個禮拜咧，就係專門係嗰個家長見老師嗰個咁嘅會嘅。咁就係11月18號到22號成個禮拜。咁嗰個禮拜咧，每日咧都係1點半就提前放學噶啦。咁除非咧呢個小朋友係參加我哋嘅課後活動，咁課後活動嗰啲老師咧就會接佢過去課後活動班嘅。
And then if your child's in preschool or OST, the whole month of November is parent-teacher conference. So your teacher will talk to you to schedule some time in November for the parent-teacher conference.
咁如果你係學前班或者喺 OST 課後班嘅話咧，咁11月成個月咧都係我哋嗰個家長老師會嗰個月嚟嘅。咁到時小朋友個老師咧就會通知你邊一日咩時間去見佢啦。
We also have our Thanksgiving break coming up. And so, reminder TK will be closed for the whole week, November 25th to November 29th for the Thanksgiving break.
咁跟住我哋會感恩節假期啦，感恩節假期如果係 TK 嘅話咧，就會成個禮拜都放假，就係11月25去到11月29嘅。
And then for our preschool and OST, we will be open for 2 days, November 25 and 26. That's Monday and Tuesday. And then we'll be closed for November 27 to 29. So that's Wednesday to Friday will be closed.
咁如果你哋係小朋友咧，係喺學前班 PreK 或者係課後班 OST 嘅話咧，就返2日，就係星期一、星期二嘅，即係11月25、26號，然後星期三到星期五，即係27到29號咧就放假。
So if your child is in TK, TK will be closed. But if your child goes to the after school program, we are open 25 and 26 Monday and Tuesday for the whole day for the after school program.
咁如果係 TK 咧，你小朋友去 TK 咧，就星期一、星期二，即係廿五到，即係成個禮拜25到29咧就唔開嘅。但係如果佢係有參加我哋嘅課後班嘅話咧，咁佢咧就係返2日，星期一、星期二，即係25、26號，星期三到星期五，即係27到29咧就係放假嘅。
Can you tell them 25 and 26 is a full day, not just after school, so full day.
嗯，OK，咁同埋咧，如果係課後班嗰啲咧，你嚟上課咧，25、26號，星期一、星期二咧係全天返學嘅，唔係淨係課後嘅時候返嘅。
And so your teachers will be asking you if you're going to be coming for the 2 days for Thanksgiving on the Monday and Tuesday. If you will not be attending during those 2 days, if you're going on vacation or something like that, please let your teacher know and then fill out a vacation form.
咁你哋到時老師咧就會問你嘅小朋友咧，你嗰個星期一、星期二，即係25、26號，究竟嚟唔嚟上課嘅？咁如果你諗住成個禮拜都放假出去玩啦，咁唔嚟啦，咁你可能就要話俾老師聽，同埋咧要填一個嗰個放假表咁樣嘅。
I also want to say thank you. We've received a lot of donations already, and I just want to say thank you so much for all of the donations. We're very close to reaching our goal at our school, and I just want to thank everyone for your generous donations.
咁喺呢度咧就好多謝大家嗰個慷慨解囊捐贈好多嘢啦，咁再次多謝大家咁有心啦，咁同埋我哋而家咧就好差唔多就達成我哋嘅目標噶啦，咁啊再次多謝大家。
Okay, now I'm going to talk about our 25-26 enrollment.
咁跟住落嚟咧就同大家講明年2025到2026年嘅招生啦。
And so for the 2025-2026 enrollment, the best method to apply is on parent view. Okay. So that's the using the app on your phone or you can go online. That's the best method to apply because we can track your application. We also have some paper applications at our school, but if you do the paper one, it's hard to track, where your application is and so we really recommend that parents apply on parent view.
咁如果係要 要報名申請學校咧，咁啊其實最好我建議咧就係用 Parent View 呢一個 app 去申請啦，因為咧你申請咗之後咧又簡單啦，又快啦，同埋又可以去追查翻即係小朋友嗰個申請嗰個情況嘅。嗱咁啊，我哋學校都有啲紙張嘅申請表嘅，你都可以申請。但係如果你用紙張申請咧，有時咧你就唔可以追查佢究竟嗰個申請嘅情況去到邊度啊，係點樣啊咁。所以就係建議大家最好用 Parent View。
And actually, I just want to back up. So the application is not open yet. It will be open
Mm,
tomorrow, actually. But we recommend
mm.
that, let's just say Monday, just to be safe. So the application will not be open until Monday. And so even if you come tomorrow to get an application, we might not have it until Monday.
哦，我仲要再補充翻咧，就係我哋仲未開始接受報名嘅，咁我哋新政嘅開始報名日期好似係聽日，咁啊最穩陣就係下個禮拜一，所以你就算你可能你而家問攞表咧，或者我都未有得俾你嘅。
And I know there's sometimes a lot of questions about what grade your child is going to. So I'm going to go through um, what your child's birth date, depending on your child's birth date, what grade they should be applying for.
咁有時可能好多家長都唔明究竟小朋友應該幫佢申請去讀咩班，咁而家我就同大家解釋係睇下小朋友嘅出生日期去到邊，咁先至再定佢應該去申請咩班。
So if your child was born before September 1st, 2020, then they should be going to kindergarten.
咁如果你嘅小朋友喺2020年嘅9月1日之前出世咧，佢就應該申請 kindergarten，即係 K 幼稚園啦。嗯哼。
If they're born between September 2nd, 2020 to September 1st, 2021, they will be going to transitional kindergarten. That's TK.
咁如果佢係2020年嘅9月2號之間，同2021年嘅9月1號之間出世咧，咁佢就應該申請係過渡幼稚園，即係叫 TK 啦。
And then for next year, if your child is eligible for TK, but you want your child to stay in preschool, you can still do that.
但係如果好似明年你嘅小朋友雖然符合資格去讀 TK，但係你又想佢留翻喺 PK，即係學前班，你都可以咁做。
However, if your child has an IEP, that 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 child will lose their IEP services if they don't go to TK and stay in preschool.
但係如果呢個小朋友咧，佢係有 IEP，咁佢如果係想留喺 PK 而唔去 TK 嘅話咧，咁佢咧就冇咗個 IEP 噶啦。
And then lastly, if your child was born after September 2nd, 2021, they will stay in preschool for another year.
咁如果你嘅小朋友係2021年嘅9月2號之後出世咧，咁佢就會去讀 PK，即係學前班啦，要
So
讀多一年。
they're still stay in preschool.
佢繼續留喺嗰個學前班，即係 PK 嘅，讀多一年。嗯哼。
Yeah. So I know it's a little confusing sometimes for parents what to apply for. We have a board at our school that lists the birth dates and where you should apply. And so you can go look at the board on the parent board on the first floor if you want to.
我知可能有時係好混淆嘅，即係唔知應該去申請咩班。咁我哋咧就係將呢個出世日期同埋咩班，將呢啲列喺我哋學校有一個板上邊嘅。咁到時你如果唔明嘅話，你就去查喺嗰個板嗰度睇，咁就大概知道自己嘅小朋友應該申請去讀咩班。
And then this year, there's some changes to the enrollment process. So I want to talk about the three changes they have.
咁我哋明年咧申請嘅話咧，就係有3個變動嘅。咁最主要嗰3個，我而家同大家講下。
So the first one is Now you only have to apply once for the main round. There's no more second round or third round. So there's only one main round application, which is due on January 31st, 2025.
咁第一個最大嘅變動咧，就係我哋得一輪嗰個申請嘅啫，唔係好似以前咁樣第二輪、第三輪嘅。總之就係一個叫做主輪，佢嗰個申請截止日期咧就係2025年嘅明年嘅1月31號。
So once after you apply in January, you'll get your school assignment in March. And if you did not receive your number one school, you'll automatically be placed on the wait list for the other schools.
咁嗱，你1月份咧就係遞交即係截止啦，申請主輪嗰個申請啦。咁到3月份咧就有派位信啦。咁如果個派位信唔係你嘅第一志願個學校嘅話咧，咁佢自動咧就將你喺你嗰個首選學校嗰度咧，佢會自動擺你去嗰個候補名單嗰度，你唔需要再申請㗎啦。
And then also, previously you could only put yourself on one school for the wait list. You can only wait list for one school. But starting next year, you can be on several schools wait list. So let's say you put four schools on your application and you got school number three, then you automatically be put on the wait list for number one and number two.
咁以前咧，你嘅候補學校候補名單咧，只能得一間嘅啫。而家咧就係多過一間嘅。咁譬如嚇，你揀咗4間學校，佢收到派位信嘅時候派咗俾你係你第三個志願個學校。咁你第一、第二間學校咧就自動咧就會入咗佢哋呢2間學校嘅候補名單啦。
And then lastly, for the late applicants, so if you do not apply by January 31st, then if you apply after January 31st, then you will be put on the wait list and you will not get a space until April.
咁萬一如果係我哋申請遲咗過咗佢個截止日期，即係1月31號，咁你咧就會佢就會自動擺你入去嗰啲學校嘅候補名單，然後去到4月先通知你有冇位俾你。
And so it's very important, all of our parents, I'm asking that you please apply before January 31st.
咁嗱，大家記住啦嚇，好重要嘅日期就係1月31號嚇，明年1月31號之前去遞交呢個申請。
And then we encourage all the TK and kindergarten eligible students to apply. So, if your child is eligible for TK and you're not sure if you want to go to TK or stay in preschool, please apply because you can always say no later. But if you do not apply, then, you cannot change your mind later if you want to go to TK.
咁我就鼓勵大家有符合即係所有符合 TK 或者 K 嘅學生咧，快脆脆喺1月31號之前咧就遞交申請，因為有啲人仲唔記得，即係唔係好確定究竟係俾佢讀 TK 好咧，定係 PreK。你首先咧就係申請咗之後，你先至再決定你係去邊。如果你唔申請，你連呢個考慮嘅機會都冇。
And then if your child is going to be applying for a Chinese immersion program that requires a language assessment, we will schedule a date for the enrollment center to come to Commodore Stockton to conduct testing to make sure that they are eligible to go into the Chinese immersion program.
咁如果有你想幫小朋友申請一個中文沉浸式嘅嗰啲語言計劃嘅話咧，咁呢啲計劃咧係如果係需要嗰個語言評估嘅話咧，我哋可以幫你約我哋嘅招生辦，同佢約個時間，然後睇下佢幾時嚟我哋 Commodore Stockton 嗰度做呢一個評估嘅。
And then this Saturday, there's going to be an enrollment fair, and this is very important. This is where, if you don't know how to fill out the application or you need help, this is where you can go to get help. You can also meet the principal, learn more about the schools, and so they have free childcare,
佢哋
food,
2000蚊都退咗啦。
And so we encourage everyone to come
跟
attend
住嗰個。
the enrollment fair.
咁呢個禮拜六咧就係我哋嗰個招生博覽會啦吓，咁就好歡迎大家去啦，鼓勵大家去。如果你唔識點樣填表啊，或者你想知道下呢間學校啊，見下呢間學校嘅校長啊，你都可以趁呢個機會去。同埋我哋嗰度咧會有好多唔同嘅講座啊，有關語言課程啊、特殊教育啊呢啲都有。咁又可以見到我哋嘅家長領袖啊，咁可以喺嗰度去了解晒所有呢啲有關招生嘅啲信息。
And so this is for all schools. So all the SFUSD schools will be there from preschool all the way up to
嗯。
twelfth grade. And it's going to be this Saturday at Balboa High School from 10 to 2.
咁呢個博覽會咧就係從學前班一路去到高中嘅，所有學校都喺度噶啦。咁係地點咧就係爆波華高中，就時間咧就係10點到2點嘅。
And now I'm going to talk a little bit about the Resource Alignment Initiative.
咁而家接落嚟就會講下我哋呢一個資源整合呢個計劃啦。
First, I just want to say that I know you're probably hearing a lot of news and a lot of things about school closures and things like that. I just want to be very clear that, Commodore Stockton is not part of the school closures. So we don't expect there to be any changes to Commodore Stockton.
咁我首先想強調一下咧，就係大家可能喺新聞啊聽到好多有關關閉學校啊、合併學校之類嘅事嘅。咁我哋 Commodore Stockton 咧就唔係呢個關閉學校入邊嘅名單嘅，所以基本上我哋係冇咩改變嘅。
But I do want to talk a little bit about it just so you know what's going on with the resource alignment and with the school closures.
咁但係我就想同大家講講咩叫做資源整合，學校嗰個關閉又係點樣？嗯哼。
So basically, SFUSD, we're in a budget crisis right now. And so one of the things to help is to look at the enrollment. So we see that, with our schools, there's some schools that have very low enrollment and some schools are very full. And so the school district is looking to close some of the schools with lower enrollment, and then be able to provide more resources to less schools.
咁首先咧就係話我哋校區咧就而家處於嗰個係預算危機啦，咁即係唔夠錢啦，咁就要睇下有啲學校啦，咁有啲學校咧就係冇乜人讀嘅，有啲學校咧就好多人讀嘅，咁所以如果呢啲咁嘅人數唔夠，招生人數唔夠嗰啲學校咧，咁我哋就希望咧可以關閉咗佢，咁整合咗啲資源咧，可以每間學校都可以平均可以分配到資源俾佢哋啦。
And so what the district has decided is low enrollment is for elementary and TK to 8 schools, that's fewer than 260 students, that's low enrollment. And then for high schools, that's less than 400 students.
咁我哋係點樣去定呢一個即係叫做低招生人數咁樣嘅門檻咧？咁小學或者 TK 到8年班啲學校，如果佢招生人數個學生人數唔夠260個咧，就叫做係低學生人數啦。咁高中如果係低於400個學生咧，又叫做係即係招生唔夠嘅學校啦。嗯哼。
And then for now, all the middle schools have over 90% of capacity, so they're not looking at any middle schools for low enrollment.
咁目前咧，我哋就唔去睇初中嘅，因為初中咧佢起碼到佢嗰個最盡嗰個人數嘅90%嘅，所以唔影響。
And so some of you may have seen this list. And so this is the list of schools that are potentially closing. And so we're looking at the green section. The 11
咁而家，
the 11
嗯哼。
schools in the green section is potentially closing or merging together because they have low enrollment and have the lowest score.
咁而家呢個名單咧，就係我哋受影響嗰啲學校嚇。咁下邊綠色嗰啲咧，就係我哋啲小學可能一係就合併，一係就關閉，因為佢哋嗰個招生人數低啦，唔單止，同埋佢哋嗰個成績又係屬於偏低嘅。
And so I'm going to use Gene Parker as an example since, I help oversee Gene Parker as well. And so every school that is closing, they're going to have a welcoming school. So Gene Parker, for example, will have Gordon J. Lau as a welcoming school for the Cantonese biliteracy students and John Yi Ho Chin as their welcoming school for general education students.
咁嗱，譬如我而家攞翻 Jim Parker 嚟做例子啦嚇，因為我都有去睇呢間學校嘅，去管呢間學校。咁佢而家咧，即係每一間關閉嘅學校咧，佢都會有一個迎接佢哋嘅學校。咁譬如而家 Jim Parker 嘅話咧，就係如果佢哋參加嗰個粵語雙語文班嗰啲學生咧，佢就會去劉桂明小學嘅雙語文班。咁如果係普通教育班咧，佢就去怡和嗰個普通教育班。
And then if they don't want, if the parents don't want their students to go to, Gordon J. Lau or John Yi Ho Chin, then they will have a priority preference in any school they want for the new school year when they apply by January 31st.
但係如果啲家長兩間學校都唔想佢小朋友去嘅話咧，咁佢咧就會有一個優先指標揀佢想去嗰間學校，但係就申請截止日期咧就係明年嘅1月31號。
And so I just want to give you a timeline of what's happening. So right now, we're having the superintendent is having community meetings with schools and having different town halls to talk to parents and to figure out, how to uh, do the closures to make sure that he's listening to everyone.
咁嗱，而家大家睇下咧，就係我哋嗰個時間安排啦吓。目前嚟講嘅話咧，就係屬於我哋嘅學監同受影響或者關校嘅嗰啲學校進行一個社區嘅會議討論，咁睇下點樣可以去幫呢啲學校去過渡。嗯哼。
But nothing is final until it goes to the Board of Education. So on November 12th, the Board of Education is going to discuss the plan with the superintendent, the list, and then on December 10th, the board will vote on whether or not they're going to go forward with the proposal.
咁但係而家都唔係最後定嘅喎，要去到11月12號，我哋教委會會議嘅時候咧，咁我哋嘅教委會就會去討論我哋學監嘅建議啦。咁去到12月10號咧，個教委會咧就會投票睇下接唔接受我哋呢個組合嘅建議啦。
And so, once again, for the most part, this doesn't affect our school, but I do want to recognize that it affects our community because we have some of our parents have kids that go to Gene Parker or Spring Valley or Yik Woo. You may have friends that have children that go there, and so I just want to say that we are in support of our community.
咁雖然佢冇影響到我哋學校，但係我覺得就會影響到我哋嘅社區，因為我哋本校有啲周圍有啲鄰居啊、朋友啊，佢哋啲小朋友或者係去Jim Parker 啊，或者係去春谷啊，或者係益窩啊嗰啲學校嘅。
Okay, so now we're going to talk about our upcoming events at our school.
咁接落嚟咧就係講下我哋要進行嘅一啲活動啦，喺學校。
So Halloween is coming up very soon. Our school is going to be doing a costume parade where our students will get to go around the neighborhood trick-or-treating.
咁跟住萬聖節就好快就到啦，咁11月啦，咁10月底啦，我哋學校咧到時咧就會着咗呢啲咁樣嘅嗰啲服裝咧，咁然後就會喺街嗰度咧去做 trick or treat，即係你俾糖我唔俾糖我就搗蛋呢啲咁樣嘅活動啦。
So on Thursday, October 31st, when you could bring your child to school with a costume or a bag or a bucket to carry treats.
咁你喺10月31號咧，你就可以同小朋友咧就打扮咗着佢哋嗰啲服裝，咁就特別嘅服裝，咁然後咧甚至可以攞一袋或者係一桶仔嘅嗰啲treat 啦，即係俾派嗰啲糖又好咩都好啦吓，咁啊可以咁樣攞嚟學校嘅。
And so the classroom will begin to their neighborhood walk parade around 10, and they'll return to the school around 11:30.
咁到時佢哋嘅班咧就會10點鐘就會去我哋周圍嗰個附近個街嗰度咧就去行一轉，咁大概行到11點半咧就會翻嚟啦。
And so I just want to say that costume and buckets are not necessary to participate. So if you don't have any or you don't want your child to do
嗯，
that, that's okay too.
咁同埋我想強調下就係你嗰啲服裝啊或者帶嗰啲糖仔啊，我哋唔係規定要嘅，咁你唔想參加都可以嘅。
And so if you don't want to participate in the Halloween, just let your teacher know and then we'll provide alternative activity for your child that day.
咁如果係你確實唔想小朋友喺嗰日參加呢個咁嘅萬聖節嘅活動咧，你就要話俾老師聽，咁到時我哋另外安排一啲活動俾你嘅小朋友。
We also have some field trips coming up.
咁跟住我哋又有一啲係校外旅行啦。
In December, we're going to be going to the San Francisco Symphony. That's going to be in the Davies Symphony Hall.
咁喺12月咧，我哋就會安排一個係聽嗰個三藩市交響樂團嘅一個咁嘅活動嘅，咁就係嗰個地方就係喺個 Davis 嗰個交響樂嗰個大廳啦。
And then we'll be going to the Children's Fairyland in March. That's an amusement park in Oakland.
咁去到3月咧，我哋會帶小朋友去到屋崙嗰度去參觀或者去嗰度玩，係一個叫做兒童樂園嘅。
And then in April, we'll be going to the Bay Area Discovery Museum across the Golden Gate Bridge.
咁4月份咧就會喺金門橋對面咧就帶小朋友去睇呢一個係探索博物館嘅。
And so I just want to let you know we don't have the exact date yet, but once we do, we'll let the parents know, and then we encourage you to volunteer and chaperone.
咁我哋而家仲未有具體日期啦，咁到時有嘅話咧，我哋就希望家長可以嚟做義工啦，同埋嚟幫我哋陪我哋嗰個小朋友一齊去呢啲旅行啦。
We also have a picture day scheduled. I know it seems far away, but we will be doing picture day April 8th and April 9th into 2025.
咁跟住咧，仲有一個係照相日啦嚇，影相嘅嗰個係定咗係明年嘅4月8號同4月9號嘅。
And then I wanted to go over some important dates coming up for this school year.
咁而家我就想再同大家講一講我哋接落嚟剩翻嘅呢個學年嘅一啲重要日期啦。
So once again, our Halloween parade is on Thursday, October 31st.
咁我哋嘅萬聖節遊行就係喺10月31號啦。
We have our winter holiday party that's going to be on Friday, December 20th. And so on that day, we'll have Santa Claus and presents. So we'll be celebrating right before winter break.
咁接落嚟就係另外一個叫做冬假嘅嗰個party 啦，就係喺我哋聖誕節之前嘅係12月20號禮拜五嘅朝頭早10點到晏晝12點，咁到時我哋又有聖誕老人啦，又有禮物送啊。
And then we'll be on winter break from December 23rd to January 3rd. So the school will be closed. That includes preschool and also the OST, so that the whole school will be closed.
咁跟住咧就開始放冬假啦，冬假咧就係12月23號禮拜一去到明年1月3號禮拜五嘅。咁嗰個時候咧，我哋成間學校都係閂晒噶啦，包括PreK 啊、OST 啊，都全部都唔返學噶啦。
And then next year, Thursday, February 13th, we have our Lunar New Year celebration. That's from 10 to 12. So please save the date. Come watch your students put on a performance.
咁跟住另外咧就係農曆新年嘅慶祝活動啦，就係明年嘅2月13號禮拜四上午10點到晏晝12點。咁你記得咧就預留個時間，到時嚟學校去觀看我哋嘅小朋友嘅表演啦。
And then the week of the June 2nd is going to be the graduations.
咁去到明年嘅6月2號咧就係行畢業禮啦，嗰個禮拜都係。
And then for TK, the last day of school is Tuesday, June 4th. And so the TK graduation will be on June 4th.
咁跟住去到6月4號嗰日咧，就係我哋 TK 嗰度幼稚園嘅最後返學日，就係嗰日佢哋行畢業禮。
And then lastly, we have our whole school graduation carnival. That's going to be on Saturday, June 7th from 12 to 4. And so please save the date. I know the kids really love coming to the carnival.
咁最後就係我哋有一個畢業嘉年華會嘅小朋友非常中意嘅嗰日就係6月7號禮拜六，咁係12點到4點嘅，所以你記得預留呢啲時間，因為我哋啲小朋友係好中意呢個嘉年華會嘅。
Okay. And then I wanted to let you know that our clerk, Crystal, will be on vacation for the whole month of November. And so if you're missing any paperwork, or you need to turn something in, please try to do that before November 1st, because our office clerk will be on vacation for the whole month of November.
咁另外咧，提醒下大家，我哋嗰個校務處嘅秘書叫 Crystal 咧，佢喺11月咧成個月都放假嘅。咁如果你有咩表格啊，或者要補咩表啊，你要交咩嘢啊，咁盡量喺11月1號之前搞掂啦，因為佢到時11月成個月都唔喺度。
And then our school is going to be closed on November 11th for Veterans Day.
咁就喺11月11號咧，我哋學校係放假嘅，因為我哋要紀念嗰個退伍軍人日。
And then again, the week of November 18 to 22nd is our TK Parent Teacher Conference. And so TK will be have early dismissal 1:30 the whole week.
咁記住，仲有嗰個喺11月18到22號呢個禮拜咧，就係 TK 班嘅家長老師會啦。咁嗰成個禮拜咧都會提前放學，喺晏晝1點半就放學噶啦。
And then once again, TK is closed for the whole week, November 25th to 29 for the fall break. And then for the rest of the school, will be closed November 27 to 29.
咁仲有咧就係我哋 TK 咧就係11月25到29咧就係放假嘅，就係我哋感恩節假期啦。咁成間學校咧就係27到29號都係閂門嘅。
And then our next meeting is going to be on Thursday, November 21st at 5:30.
下一次會議咧就係我哋嘅家長會咧就係11月21號嘅星期四啦，我哋傍晚5點半開嘅。
And so I'll send you an invitation like this one on the email and Seesaw. And so I hope to see you at the next meeting.
咁到時我咧就會電郵啊同埋私疏度發通知俾你，就發埋連結，好似依家呢個會咁啦。咁希望下一次再見到大家。
Here is our school's contact information. As you can see on the left side, you have the principal's contact information, Crystal, our clerk, Kenny, our mental health consultant, and Miss J Chan, she's the enrollment person for preschool.
咁左邊咧就係我嘅聯絡方式啦，跟住有 Crystal 即係我哋嘅秘書啦，跟住有 Kenny 啦，我哋嗰個精神健康嗰個諮詢啦，跟住就係有一個係招生辦嘅嗰個代表啦，Miss J Chan 啦，咁你如果有咩需要，按照呢個聯絡方式去聯絡佢哋。
And then on the right side, you'll see the contact information for all of our teachers.
右邊咧就係我哋所有嘅唔同課室嘅老師嘅聯絡方式啦。
And then at this time, I'm going to move on to questions. If you have questions, feel free to raise your hand and unmute, and then I'm going to call your name.
咁而家呢個環節就係問與答啦。如果有問題嘅話，就請舉手啦。喺呢個表情符號嗰度，然後佢叫你，你就打開個靜音鍵去問啦。
Okay. So let me stop the recording.